Hello and welcome to Sundry Sports for Monday. Today, which is the 29th? June 29th. Monday, June 29th. Cowboys Wire brought to you by USA Today. Cowboys News. Sean Lee preps. CeeDee Lamb blocks. Cliff Harris waits. This sounds new, so we'll click on that. Don't remember seeing this before. This is from June 28th, yesterday, okay? In an off-season unlike any other, even the league's old dogs have had to find new tricks when it comes to keeping themselves game-ready while social distancing. Sean Lee isn't just sitting around waiting for the season to start, but Cliff Harris, the hard-hitting Cowboys defender from a bygone era, has no choice but to wait a while longer for his Hall of Fame moment. Also in the news, an undrafted free agent could be the team's next hidden gem. A former top pick could be a difference maker if the Cowboys say the word. A reclamation project could be the club's surprise starter come week 1, and a rookie phenom could be the best blocker on the roster at his position. Plus, the top salary cap hit at every position in the division, and the latest on Ezekiel Elliott's lawsuit. And be sure to scroll all the way down for a comical look at what happens when a Cowboys fan and an Eagles fan search for common ground. That's this edition of News and Notes. Virtual or not, Sean Lee's prep work for Cowboys season never ends. One of the leaders of the Cowboys locker room is finding that he loves the game of football more now than ever. Veteran linebacker Sean Lee explains the challenges of virtual workouts and how he stays ready no matter the situation. Ezekiel Elliott's lawyer, dog attack victim, was trespassing. I read about this yesterday. NASCAR, doubleheader action contact playoff, blah, blah, blah. The results of Pocono. An attorney for the star running back says the pool cleaner, suing for 6 figures after being bitten by Elliott's dogs, did not have permission to be on Elliott's property on the day she was attacked. Which explains why this has never happened to any other pool cleaners from this company that cleans Elliott's pool. Because apparently when they're going to be there cleaning the pool, they're supposed to let him know. You know, they're supposed to get permission and whatever. And she didn't do that, so he didn't know to keep his dogs inside. So the dogs went about doing their job. Cliff Harris's Hall of Fame enshrinement is delayed by COVID-19, but he's determined to make the best of it. The 10-year safety who won 2 Super Bowl rings with Dallas in the 1970s is technically already a Hall of Famer by virtue of the votes he got in January, but Captain Crash, now 76, will have to wait another year to don that gold jacket in Canton. It's like football. It's like life, Harris said. You've got to adjust to the situation and whatever that is and make the best of it. Can North Texas's Ladarius Hamilton be Cowboys' next undrafted free agent find? Ladarius Hamilton has the size and the skill set to be welcomed into the Jim Tomsula rotation on the defensive line. He's primed and ready to be the next big undrafted free agent story in Cowboys history. Interesting. Dallas Cowboys making the case for Jadeveon Clowney, the Landry hat. The top overall pick in 2014's draft has yet to produce a double-digit sack season. But if Dallas were to create the cap room to add him to their existing defense, the Cowboys would have a case for the most talented front 7 in the league. Amari Cooper. Could the Dallas Cowboys have buyer's remorse? Brian Martin goes alternate reality to consider the possibilities if the Cowboys, somehow knowing they would land CeeDee Lamb in the draft, had decided not to extend Cooper's contract just prior. How might the team be using that money instead? Good question. I certainly have buyer's remorse. Even before the draft, when they did extend his contract, I had been thinking that we didn't really much need him. That's my opinion. Mailbag. How well do the receivers block? CeeDee Lamb is clearly a talent at catching the ball, and his return skills are reason to get excited about special teams in 2020. But the feeling inside the team's writers' room is that the Oklahoma rookie may be the best blocking wideout the Cowboys have had in a while. Blocking is good. We've got a good blocking running back. Now a good blocking receiver is cool beans. Which surprise starter could emerge for every NFL team in 2020? Aldon Smith is featured on this list as the Cowboys' representative for emerging stars for the 2020 season. He's already on record saying he feels great and has a good chance to find himself in heavy rotation opposite of star edge rusher DeMarcus Lawrence. The NFC East all-cap team, the most expensive players across all 4 NFC East teams. It's all funny money to some extent, but it's interesting to look at which players in the division earn the most at their respective positions. The Cowboys sport 4 players on offense and 3 on defense that have the biggest 2020 salary cap hits at their spot. We got good players. NFL therapy. Cowboys and Eagles. Which teams should be next?
What's up, guys? Hope we're doing well, and welcome to another NFL therapy session. Today we are joined by the Cowboys and the Eagles. I would like to start today's session by actually apologizing to you Cowboys. We did make a mistake in a game a couple of years ago. Dez actually did catch it. I guess better late than never. Oh, is that what you're going to say when Jerry Jones finally addresses Black Lives Matter? Wow, we're just jumping right into it. You mean like Dallas Goedert jumped right into that fist at that bar? Oh, you don't want to talk about that? That was a sucker punch, first of all. How dare you even say anything like that? That's why Zeke has corona. Wow, you know what? Maybe Carson Wentz can keep Brandon Brooks company once he gets injured this season. I always knew Cowboys fans were filth. You're just proving we are filth. The irony. You guys booed Santa Claus. Jerry Jones is gonna die soon. Wow. Guys, come on now. And he's not gonna win another Super Bowl before he dies either. What is wrong with you? Like, seriously. Can we be civil at least? Everyone just needs to take a deep breath in, okay? Can we just get on with this? Well, as you both know, you've been mandated by the NFL to seek NFL therapy following the NFL draft. I still can't believe they got CeeDee Lamb. Do you want to talk about it? Too bad he will never see the playoffs. You mean like Carson Wentz? How many rings does Dak have? Just wondering, how many playoff wins does Carson Wentz have? I'm the one asking questions around here, okay? Y'all traded your best quarterback when you traded Nick Foles. Do you enjoy watching your Super Bowl highlights on VHS? Where do you get the VCR players from? Do you enjoy having one Super Bowl for the remainder of your life? Are the VHSs still good? How does that work? Do you like have to dust the VHS tapes? I remember when y'all could have drafted Justin Jefferson and you drafted Jalen Rigor. Jalen's gonna be just fine. I watched some of his highlight tape. He's gonna be fine. I hope. Guys, I am the one asking the questions around here. Clearly, you guys both have some problem. But today, we are trying to find common ground. Let's start with you. Eagles, what do you have in common with the Cowboys? Oh, we gotta start with me. We both like football. There we go. That's a start. Some common ground. Cowboys, what about you? What do you have in common with the Eagles? We both don't like Chip Kelly? Facts! Actually, no, I lied. Y'all were trash with Chip Kelly. Y'all need to get him back. Yeah, okay. As soon as y'all get Jason Garrett back, you wish. But I still can't believe he went to the Giants. Right? Like, aren't you tired of losing in the NFC East? Giants might not be good this decade. Let's not even talk about the Redskins. The Redskins! Is this the breakthrough? Look, man, I know we've had our differences, but I just need you to know, at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, I hate you. Why do I even bother? I hate you too, man. I hope you lose every game. I hope you guys go 8-8 so you get a bad draft pick. You would think like that if you were smart. You'd know a lot about 8-8, huh? Did you hear that? That's Dak demanding $40 million per year. I think Carson Wentz just got injured again. Quiet, both of you! Because neither of you took this session seriously, I will be forced to recommend to the league that I see you again back in therapy. What? No, man, come on. I'm not coming all the way down here again. No. Come on, man. I will be seeing both of you. This is your fault. In the coming weeks. This John crazy. I don't want to come back. Don't worry. As long as Dak is your quarterback, I don't see any comebacks in your future. You're right. You know what? Maybe we should use our second-round pick on a project quarterback. That would have made more sense, right? Where are you going? If you enjoyed this therapy session, make sure to press the like button. Therapy isn't cheap, and we need all the support we can get. See a running back now? How does it work? Leave a comment down below. Which teams would you like to see in the next therapy session? Come back! And I'll see you guys next time in therapy. I'll see you next therapy session. I'm a grown man.
Going back. Blitz Tracker Summit. How to make 401%. 401% in these market conditions. Get the insider information. Watch video. No, Texas's Ladarius Hamilton. That was in what we just read. Jadeveon Clowney targeting Cowboys. Blake Jarwin a sleeper. Ezekiel Elliott's lawyer. Yes. Brad's deals. Up to 80% off every day. Spring clearance sales. Can Hamilton find a role? Blah, blah, blah. Jets reportedly targeting Lala Collins. Details of Andy Dalton's hometown discount, Buyers Market Cowboys contract emerge. And that's it. Thank you, USA Today.